Streets of Rage was just announced as Sega's next big movie. The script was written by John Wick creator Derek Kolstad without being prompted, on spec as they say. And a production company behind the Sonic movies will produce the film along with Escape Artists, the studio behind the Denzel Washington Equalizer film series. I'm so excited right now. I love the Streets of Rage games as a kid. Being able to bring vigilante justice to the streets with appropriate co-op beatdowns on evildoers. Oh, so cool. Streets of Rage was definitely one of my many inspirations for my comic series Outlaw Justice. The series got kind of crazy by Streets of Rage 3, which included more sci-fi elements. I prefer the more down-to-earth style 1 and 2. I see Streets of Rage 1 and 2 as the Netflix Daredevil series, while 3 was more like the MCU mainstream movies. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see what they do with the franchise. Streets of Rage is like martial arts with kicking club music, which is why it's so awesome. Which got me thinking, is there any link between martial arts and obtaining our goals? Can martial arts help us achieve our goals? Let's find out. Welcome to Inner Warrior, where I help pop culture fans with tips and tools to help unleash your inner warrior and achieve your goals. Remember to smash like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join the Inner Warrior community. So, is there a benefit to Axel, Blaze, Adam, and Skate training and developing their martial arts other than being able to kick Mr. X's ass? A study by the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, published in a peer-reviewed journal Archives of Budo, studied those who practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in relation to goals and found Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners are regularly exposed to competitive scenarios in training, which may have implications for how they evaluate their own progress and organize their goals. The present findings indicate that these practitioners focus on mastery-related achievement goals, making them more likely to demonstrate adaptive behavior when facing adversity. Meaning that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training helped them become more adaptive when facing failure and problems. This is because, as the study states, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, losing has potentially serious physical consequences. It means that you are in a position where, if you do not give up, you will get hurt. Thus, winning can in a sense be equated to avoiding getting hurt and to a form of situational survival. A practitioner must always be ready to signal to his opponent, "You got me, I give up," via physical or verbal tap. Admitting defeat audibly, and for many, often, is a fundamental aspect of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. Desensitization as a result of constant exposure to positive and negative combat outcomes could be an important contributor to the lack of discrepancy in achievement motivation between competitors and non-competitors. Basically, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training, you'll fail a lot, and that desensitizes you from constant failure, as each failure becomes a lesson, which is an important point in growth mindsets and obtaining goals. So, every time Axel gets his ass handed to him by Nora, or Blaze gets beat down by Shiva, they're learning to take the hit, learn from their mistakes, and roll with the punches. Can Adam or Skate's martial arts training also help with their view on life? A study by the Institute of Psychology at Pedagogical University of Krakow in Poland, published in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience, looked at karate training and its impact on self-control, emotion regulation, and life satisfaction. The study states, "We found that karate training is indirectly related to satisfaction with life through the indirect pathways that lead through self-control and cognitive reappraisal." That is, karate training is associated with high self-control and high cognitive reappraisal, which consequently increases life satisfaction. Our results are consistent with those obtained in previous studies, which showed that karate training increases quality of life and psychological well-being, and enhances self-control. Sport practitioners use a wide range of flexible and effective emotion regulation strategies in response to the changing context and demands of situations. Additionally, it has been suggested that the psychological benefits of martial arts training are greater than the benefits of other forms of physical activity. Coupled with our results, the association between self-control and well-being suggests that karate training substantially affects life satisfaction. So, karate training helped individuals not only to manage impulses, emotions, and behaviors, but also to change the subjective meanings of situations without changing the objective reality. That's important because this level of control and cognitive reappraisal is extremely beneficial in goal achievement. The study goes on to say, our results indicate that karate training can have a positive impact on satisfaction with life. It was also shown that Eastern martial arts training helps to significantly improve participants' self-control and reduce levels of aggression and impulsivity. Furthermore, a study conducted by Kimberly D. Lakes and William T. Hoyt indicates that adolescents participating in a 3-month intervention using martial arts training, Taekwondo, scored better in self-control than those participating in standard physical activity training. Martial arts training may have beneficial effects on participants' self-control in various contexts. Therefore, karate training should be more widely included in extracurricular activities for children and adolescents. Karate training is especially useful for people prone to aggressive and impulsive behavior. Meaning, karate training also helps with aggression and regulating impulses. So if Axel or Adam have to blow off some steam, they can use their training to help them calm down and think clearly. Are there other ways martial arts can help us with our mental health? A study by Maynooth University in Ireland, published in the American Journal of Men's Health, took a look at participants that were part of a 10-week program that combined mixed martial arts training and one-on-one psychotherapy. They found that post-participation interviews revealed that the sport provided structure and fitness for at-risk males, while the counseling was pivotal for personal growth. Improved relationships, work life, and self-esteem were also observed. The sporting element of the program helped to reduce stigma associated with engaging in psychotherapy, and positive male relationships were noted as particularly impactful. Findings support previous research indicating that combining sports and psychotherapy positively impacts young males' mental health. Sport provides an acceptable doorway to psychotherapy, providing space to explore personal issues. Meaning, these at-risk males were more likely to open up to the benefits of psychotherapy because they were doing a masculine event, such as mixed martial arts, along with it. It got rid of the stigma of males getting mental help. So, if Skate, let's say, felt troubled, Skate would be more willing to join a program like this. He would get the benefit of the martial arts training while also opening up to a therapist to make sure he's mentally healthy because it would no longer have that stigma of being unmasculine. One participant of the study was quoted as saying, "I enjoyed the physical activity in the MMA. It was something to look forward to, and when I was there, I felt I wasn't worrying about anything else. I was just focusing on the training, and that is very unusual for me, as my head is usually going 90. While another participant pointed out how much both the martial arts and the therapy helped him. I feel over the 10 weeks, as each week goes by, I can feel myself improving in every way. Mental health, physical health, everything. I feel since I've started, it has just been a good impact on my life overall." So the best avenue appears to be joining martial arts training with self-help training. Whether you decide to do so with the help of a counselor or a martial arts instructor is up to you and your budget and free time. But I know I'm definitely considering mixing in more martial arts training with my self-improvement. What's your favorite Streets of Rage game? Have you played Streets of Rage before? Are you excited for the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Also, click here if you want to see how powerful our minds are and how they can help you achieve your goals.